Good morning. Tuesday, 2nd of June. Gathered here to do a card reading, or 2 card readings, from the Morgan Room in Glastonbury. We're just going to take 3 breaths to settle ourselves, to get ourselves to come back to ourselves. As we breathe in, we consciously take in the love of the goddess. As we breathe out, we release things that are worrying us, fear, concerns, busyness, things that are disturbing our way of being. So, if you want to breathe with me. We feel that sense of coming back to ourselves, being ready to receive, ready to hear, to see what the cards for today are. Card for today is grace. Grace is about the ability to sell sand to the Arabs and then be happy about it. So the sand that you give the Arabs is the best sand in the world. They might be surrounded by deserts, but because you gave them this sand, it's special. So grace is the ability to make the world work for you, to make it, to get what you want, to charm, to maneuver things around. So you smile sweetly, the right place. You say kind words. You encourage people. And that moves the world, that changes people. We very rarely play compliments. It's not in our way. But sometimes it's important to say, you've done a lot of spiritual work. Come a long way. You're doing all right. Or how you like something. I really like the way you do that. It doesn't hurt us to have grace in our lives. When you see people smile and when they're touched by something we've said, it's a really special moment. So this for me is a really important card. To walk through life with grace is a beautiful thing to do, but it is something we choose. I know I've played with it and experimented with it, and often led to say something about how well somebody's done. I might not feel it myself, but I feel led to say it, and then the person really responds, really opens up, something really important for them. So grace is about going that a little bit further to make someone's day, to give them something special that they wouldn't have had unless they had an encounter with you. When we get hold of this idea, it's quite magical. It's quite an amazing thing. It's very contrary to our society. It's very opposite to what we do. We often do not say encouraging things to people. But when we do, it brings sunshine to their lives. And in these difficult times, I think it's even more important to touch people with grace. Because people are having a hard time. We're all having a hard time. It's difficult for everyone. A lot of fear around. So I would encourage you to have grace. And have grace with yourself. Say nice things to yourself. Be encouraging. The card for the Goddess of Glastonbury Oracle is Trees planted on the side of a hill. They look uncomfortable. They grow at an angle. They don't look like they're very steady. They look like they might fall over, might slide down the hill. But actually their roots go deep. Their support system is really strong because they're holding on. They're digging deep because they're in a precarious place. You know, the ground's not straight, not so easy to grow upright. But they've chosen to be there because their job is to put deep roots down to be supported. So the word that goes with the trees on the hill is support. What is your support system? What do you have around you that helps you, that supports you, that keeps you growing upright? It's important for us to look at that and to acknowledge what supports us, what helps us. Where do we go when it's a bit difficult? Where do we go when it's tricky? Where do we go when we want to talk to someone? We want a bit of input. What do we do? Do we buy flowers for ourselves? Do we go for a walk? Do we have a nice bath? Do we do a ceremony? Do we meditate? Do we walk the land with a goddess? What do we do to help ourselves grow upright on this hill that we live on right now? So some time for some journaling, as always. What support do we offer? I would really like to offer some support. I'd like to do a sharing circle. On Zoom, we come together and we talk, we share. That is how I would like to support this process, what's going on here. You all join me, we do cards. Be nice to know how it is for you. We all get together and we talk a bit about our experiences. So I would like to offer some support on the side of the hill to get our roots to go a bit deeper. If this is something you want to do, let me know. So, cards for today. Grace. We can bring sunshine to people's lives by saying something thoughtful, meaningful, something that's encouraging, something that we don't often say in our society. And the goddess card is trees on a hill. Where is our support? How are our roots going deep? When you're on the side of a hill and you're a big tree, you need to have good root system. We're growing into big trees. We have lots of work to do in the future. Lots of things that we are going to be doing that are different. Showing our gifts, exploring ourselves. Our roots need to be deep so we can do this work in the future. I wish you well. I wish you good health. May you always know the love of the goddess in your life. Blessed be.